Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial class of Python language quantitative trading series. First, let's make a small survey. Do you usually use manual trading or program trading? I'm going to make a bold guess here that it should be manual trading most. Quantitative trading and program trading have only become increasingly visible in the last few years. But these techniques have appeared for a long time and have only been difficult to popularize because there is a certain learning threshold for most readers, for most traders. Nevertheless, most traders are interested in quantitative trading and program trading. However, it is easy to be discouraged by various programming languages and computer technologies. There are also a number of software platforms on the market that have been developed to lower the threshold for program and quantitative trading. But on the whole, they all require some investments in learning costs to get started. Some who are new to programming will choose a programming language, such as Python, as their introductory language. But how long it takes to master it varies from person to person. Our tutorials in this series start from the simplest and most practical Python language and introduce you to a quantitative and program trading with easy to understand and practical video tutorials. When it comes to Python language, we had to mention the trading view. It is a foreign chart website that supports chart data for various markets. You can write scripts to set indicators, set trading conditions on the chart, and perform backtesting of scripts. The program language used in the Python language. There are numerous Python language scripts on TradingView, most of which are contributed by the users from all over the world of TradingView. The Python language script on TradingView cannot be used for real bot. That is, it cannot access the market you want to make freely. You want to trade freely. But it doesn't matter. There are already platforms in China that support the Python language, and some extensions have been made on the basis of TradingView, so that the Python language script can be applied to RealBot easily. Let's come to the FMZ quantitative trading platform to get to know and use the Python language. Our video will explain it in a step-by-step way. At the beginning, we'll use the backtesting system of the FMZ quantitative trading platform to learn. The backtesting system does not require us to deploy any software or servers. Using the backtesting system eases our learning pressure and understanding difficulty. And it can also generate plenty of charts, data statistics, so that beginners who have no trading basis nor code basis can learn the concept of trading and programming step by step. For the Python language, if the script code is written and can be backtested and run properly on the backtesting system, then the probability is that it will work directly on the real bot as well. The domain name of our platform's international site is .com, and the domestic one is .cn. Here we use the international site for demonstration. The use and grammar of Python language are the same for both. Before explain the specific grammar of the Python language, it is necessary to explain some differences between the Python language on TradingView and on the FMZ Quant platform. Because FMZ Quant has made some extensions and changes to the Python language. First, let's log into the FMZ platform here. You can input your account name and passwords and log into our platform and find the strategy library on the left navigation bar of the dashboard page. Click on the strategy library and create a new strategy. And choose Pine script here. We choose the Pine script. Then we will see a simple example here. We can see a simple example here. Of course, we can create the strategy, name it as test Pine. And save it here. Oh, the message said that the name is repeat, so we can change the name. Test Pine 1. Save it. Here we can see we have saved it successfully. And we can jump to the editor page directly by clicking the name of the strategy. So how to switch to our backtesting system? We can click the backtest button here to switch to it. Here on the backtest page, we can see some parameters that need to be set, such as range, options, platform, and so on. So back to our edit strategy page. The strategy editor box is where the Pine language strategy code is written, and we can start by removing the default test code. We can delete it. Then we will move to the differences between Pine language on TradingView and the FMZ Quant platform. First, we need to specify the script version in the first line of each strategy. That is, write the version setting here. In the first line on TradingView. Well, you don't have to write it on FMZ. We need to write strategy to set the trading signal. On FMZ, you don't have to write the version. To set the trading signal, number of tradings, slippage, etc. in the first line of each strategy on TradingView. While all of them can be omitted on FMZ, if we want to draw a chart on TradingView, we need to write indicate here. We need to write indicate. Well, it can be omitted on FMZ. Second, on FMZ, there's a parameter settings. We can click the Pine language call. Then we will see many setting options here. On TradingView, there is a key setting named calc on every tick. That is whether to perform a strategy calculation for each price change when the strategy chart runs to each real-time bar. If we set the option as false, it won't calculate trading signals for each price change. The strategy logical calculation is performed only after the bar closing price is determined. The same function can be set on FMZ. Set the first meter run model as bar. Here we can see bar. On FMZ, that is, open the calc on every tick. The Pi language strategy is running for each price change. If set the parameter as tick here, then the Pi language script will be executed only after the current K-line bar closed. Another parameter we often use is the symbol, such as commodity futures, stock securities, perpetual contracts. They all have their own symbol names. Here are some more precision settings about trading species. This precision setting is very important because it will affect the price of each smallest fluctuation. There is a built-in parameter in the Pi language called symbol informatic, which is used to obtain the price of each smallest fluctuation of the current trading symbol. Pricing currency means the price precision of the symbol, that is, the number of decimal places. If there are no digits after the decimal point, that is, the minimum unit is 1, then we can set the pricing currency precision to 0. The precision of the pricing currency will affect the value of the built-in variable symbol informatic directly, so the precision should be set to an appropriate value. The next parameter is trading varieties accuracy. That is, the precision of the trading species is the number of decimal places of the order amount. For example, commodity futures can only be ordered in whole contracts, so this parameter can only be filled with 0. Of course, there exist different situations in other exchanges, such as Binance. We can place an order for less than one contract, such as 0.01. Thus, we will fill in 1 here in the blank space. In addition to the above mentioned, there is also a difference in the extension of the drawing line. FMZ has extended and optimized the drawing line of the trading wheel, which is divided into main and subcharts, and it can only be drawn on the main chart or subchart, but it cannot be set separately. On trading wheel, if you want to draw the chart on the main chart, you need to write a strategy at the beginning. And then you need to specify this parameter as true. So that the drawing function to be drawn in the code can be drawn on the main chart. If not specified as true, the function will draw on the subchart by default. Therefore, it's unable to draw main chart and subchart at the same time on TradingView. On FMZ, all drawing functions extended the parameter overlay, so strategy can be deleted and specified directly on the drawing function. For example, draw a curve of all connected closing prices, write close, name it as title, and then specify overlay equal to true. Add any exchange to run, and then we can see that here. And then we can see that the running chart will take all the closing price on the main chart connected to form a line. Now let's wait for a moment. Here we can see that there is some data outputting during backtesting. We can see that the closing price on this chart have all connected to form a curve. Wait a moment. Here. We can see that the closing price on this chart have all connected to form a curve here. And this is on the main chart, and we can see the name is close. The value corresponding to this line changes every time when the mouse moves over a K-line bar. If we don't want to specify the parameter, then it will be drawn on the subchart by default. When testing the strategy, if we want to output something on the log, we can use the function runtime log. For example, if we want to output the close, open, highest price, and the lowest price, just input runtime.log, the same as the line we write here. When we click on backtest, just wait for a moment. And we will see that the strategy will output the data we just set to output on the log when it is running. That is the close, open, highest price, and lowest price. There is no log system on TradingView, so running a script will not print the log. While on FMZ, there is a log system, so it's easy to log and print the data we want to output at the corresponding time. Go back to the strategy page. If we don't want to output at the corresponding time, if we don't want to run this line of code, we can add slash. We can comment it out with a double slash. Another extension function is runtime's close, runtime's error function. Just input it here. If you want to stop the strategy, throw an exception error function, that is runtime.error stop. If you want to stop the strategy through an exception error function, runtime error, like this. For example, when the closing price is greater than the opening price, let the strategy stop, just like this. That is when a positive line is formed to make the strategy stop. That is when a positive line is formed to make the strategy stop. If we want to know the highest price at that time, we can write runtime. Just input it here. Like this. And then click on the backtest button. Wait for a moment. You can see that the backtest result here. It throws an error on August 12th and printed the highest price of the market because the script started running at 0 o'clock on August 12th. It started executing from the first bar on the leftmost here. On the leftmost side of the data chart at that time to the right. We see that the highest price of this bar is here, 24094.13, and the value printed is exactly, and the value printed we can see on the below. So it confirms that the script was executed traversing backwards one by one from the first bar on the leftmost side. So it's very easy to learn and study the Python language with the backtesting system. And all of you guys are welcome to comment in the comments section with your learning needs and suggestions, and we will help you to master program and quantitative trading. Thank you.